Oh,
Okay.
It could
I'm
happen.
I'm listening.
Do not expect
Do
Ooh,
not.
what
now we're in that
Sean
part. We're in
said to
that part.
expect.
Yeah.
Jameis Winston is not throwing a single interception this game.
What?
Jameis Winston's not
What's
throwing
that?
a pick six. He's not throwing a pick. He's not fumbling the ball. Do you?
let's make a bet.
Everybody
Let's make a
gives
bet. Let's make a bet.
everybody.
Five
Hang on.
bucks.
Uh-oh.
All right. I'll take it. Okay. Thank you. What's going to happen is Jameis Winston is going to get a big time contract because of this game specifically.
Oh
Jerry
boy.
Jeudy is going to get a big contract because of this game specifically. And I'm not saying that the Browns are going to win, but just like every other team that has played the Kansas City Chiefs this year, they're going to put forward their best effort. Jameis Winston's going to throw for 450 yards because our DBs are absolute garbage right now. And we have Steven Nelson starting at
He's
CB
not
number two.
playing this week. It's already confirmed. He's not playing this
There's
week.
no way
Wait
he's
on
starting.
Jameis Winston to not throw a pick this weekend? Plus
Jameis
140.
Winston,
Pretty good odds on that, too.
yeah, take it to the bank.
Holy shit.
Those are always
The
wrong.
DBs,
I'm going to put money
not
on both. Fuck it.
Nazi, and Josh Williams have both been bad. Steven Nelson isn't playing, but our DBs have been trash. Don't expect that to change until we get some real guys in there, and that's not happening until maybe the postseason if Jalen Watson comes back. Our defense is going to be in trouble. They didn't play really good last week, got very lucky, and I don't really foresee that changing in this game here. Jameis Winston's mobile. He wants to go out there and rip it. Jerry Judy's trying to prove a point and make a big payday. This is their time to do it. This is the one game you can go in and put up some real good film, whether you win or lose against the Kansas City Chiefs. If you put up some big tape, that's going to happen. Our offense has been very weak. Their defense is very strong. Greg Newsome the second is probably going to come away with a pick. This is probably going to be Patrick Mahomes' first pick in a game in the last 5 weeks, 6 weeks. So expect that to happen. Defense for the Browns is very strong. Expect Jameis Winston to walk away plus 350 yards, probably 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions.
See, I love your analysis on the game because everything you've said for the past 5 weeks is the complete opposite has happened. So this is a great sign right now.
Got my fingers crossed. Got them crossed.
This
Is
is the
is this a
one.
get right game?
It is not a get right.
Don't
Not
fucking
for
say
us.
it. Yeah. There
We're
we
gonna
go.
get right.
Not for
There we go.
us. Listen, the very much like you guys shared the clip from the Dan Levitard show. I listened to it, but Bryce Young is getting hot at the right time, and the Carolina Panthers aren't winning, right? But they're still playing very good football. It's exactly what the Browns are doing. They're not winning the games, but they're playing hot. They're playing teams close. They just came off of a slight little bump in the road with the Steelers, but they also played them close and beat them the first time. So the games that they're playing is against good opponents. They're playing very tough. They're staying in it until the fat lady sings, and this is just another game when it's going to happen.
So, once upon a time, Josh Williams and Jalen Watson were essentially on the same playing field. And Josh Williams even started over Jalen Watson for a while last year. So if there's one part of what you were saying that I think can turn around, it's Josh Williams' performance. I think he may just have hit a little bit of a slump here, and or you
7
know
weeks.
it's not. I mean, it hasn't. It's not every week of those 7 weeks that Josh Williams has been the problem. I we heard a lot of stuff about Nazi Johnson from just practice and camp stuff because he was injured last year.
All of last season.
Yeah, he was injured all of last season, and so like everything that we knew about Nazi Johnson was basically just hearsay, and practice performance. So seeing how he's done in the game, I think he's better just as a depth role, and putting him as a starting corner um, is not like the best course of action. But I think that there's hope with Josh Williams. I don't think that he's just going to turn into a dog shit corner like Ty Bob keeps calling him.
I want to go back on a point Ty Bob just made about the Browns being hot and everything. They have one win in their last five. That was against the
Playing
Steelers on
teams
Thursday
close.
night. They've lost every game by double digits.
They're playing teams close until the
Double
end.
digits is close.
They're playing teams close until the end.
Jameis Winston is
It's
putting
like the
up
final
yards.
2 minutes,
He's put up
Like,
and then he throws a
yards.
pick
He's
six.
putting up yards. That's for sure. But they're not playing great. Like I don't.
It's a lot
They're
of garbage
playing
time.
close, and then he throws a pick six, and then that's it.
I fully expect Pat to go ahead and get sacked at least 4 times in this game. Miles Garrett is going to be a man on a mission this week. He's going to have a field day against our tackles, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's
guess
gonna
it's
fucking
yet-
go off.
it's yet to
He's
be-
gonna have a good day.
Yeah, yet to be confirmed on if DJ Humphries is playing or not. But you know, Miles Garrett versus Wanya Morris is going to be a fucking problem.
No bueno. No, that I just don't see that ending well for Mr. Morris. I don't. Or Mr. Mahomes.
Well,
He'll take the
and
sacks.
we can only hope that if it starts to become a problem, we slide Joe out and put our backup guard in.
Bro, if it gets to the point where like I disagree. I would pull Pat. I
Carson,
would
go out
pull
there and get
Pat
killed?
before that motherfucker gets hurt. And you're stuck with Carl Wentz.
Hey, this would be his chance to do what Nick
Dude.
Foles did to him.
Oh my god. For Carson Wentz to pull a Nick Foles because this is
We
everything
trade
is
Patrick Mahomes after
cyclical.
we win the Super Bowl, and his career just goes down the fucking toilet. Every team he goes to, he just plays like dog shit. He ends up on the Colts.
Yeah, ends up on the Colts. Maybe he's a Raider once, you know, like even like, oh God, yeah, that'd be terrible. In either way, funny nonetheless, that could happen, but won't because if I were you, I would literally just pull Patrick Mahomes. It's like, okay, no one's because like, dude, if he
Well,
gets
I mean, we
sacked
already
like
had a-
3 times in the first half, and you're up and
We already
winning,
had a
like,
game where we did it. We already had a game where after trying Wanya and the rookie, I think.
Kingsley.
No, it wasn't that same. I don't know.
You thinking Joe Tui?
Yeah, the game where Tooney slid out. Was it
Yeah.
just Wanya getting hurt? Did we try
Yes.
both tackles there? Or
Oh no,
Either way.
Wanya didn't get hurt. They just pulled him, and
Yeah.
Kingsley has been a healthy scratch for multiple weeks.
right? Okay, so
Very much
anyways,
like Josh
we've
would
had a
say.
game where we've already done that. There's no chance Andy pulls Pat. There's no chance
what if you guys are like winning and shit like that? What if you're up by like 2 scores and there's like 15
Well, then
to go?
I
There's
see
like a quarter
that,
left.
but I'm just if we're
he's-
talking about just like having an issue with Miles Garrett, that's not.
Yeah,
not
I don't
fair.
know, man. He's
I understand the concern, and like I've shared the concern for like the load bearing on running backs, but I don't. I just don't see any like if it were like if somebody on the sidelines was talking about that and like Pat got wind of it, like Pat would throw the biggest fucking hissy fit and temper tantrum that there is.
Sure.
Like, he would.
sure.
It would be a bad look. It would be a very
What?
bad look for the
Yeah,
team.
I'm telling. I don't know, dude. Again, like you're up by like 2-3 scores. I mean, there's a lot of time left, but I don't know.
Tommy
I don't
has
know.
this hypothetical situation that he's like vividly seeing in his head right now.
Yeah, I am. I am right now. And
They're not
especially,
pulling- they're not
especially,
pulling.
dude. Like if you've already been sacked like 5-6 times, it's like holy fucking shit.
That number
like-
went up from 3.
well, I was thinking first half, 3 in the first half or something like that. I was thinking like pull them at halftime, but I was like, that's way too early in an NFL football game.
No,
I wouldn't
Pat-
be surprised
Pat
if
is
Carson
not getting-
got one play in this game, though. Just
Really?
one. It's a handoff.
Because
Elaborate
Pat
Kneel
trick
down
got
at the
play.
end.
annihilated by fucking
No, just an
Kneel
elaborate
down at
trick
the end.
play. They like
Oh.
doing that weird shit, and
kneel down.
you're up
Victory
against the
formation.
Browns. Go for it.
Sean, I wanted to. You said the Browns had lost how many by double digits in the last how many games?
4 of their last 5.
4 of their last 5. Okay. Well, I know the last.
Sorry, Broncos. Broncos 9. Dealt 2 scores.
Yeah. I mean, they lost their last 2, and then they also beat the Browns. I think the scores that you're also pulling out for some of these are not indicative. When you look at the Broncos game,
Did
Jameis
Ty
had
Bob say
thrown
the
the-
Browns beat the
He
Browns?
did.
Yeah, he
Fine.
did.
sorry, they beat the
Fine.
Steelers. The Broncos in that game Jameis had scored through a pick six when they were down by less than a score. He goes back, scores a touchdown, and then Broncos kick a field goal, and then Jameis uh, throws a interception to like end the game. So they were right when they were like inside the red zone. So you know
Point still
they've
stands.
made they're making the end result is not necessarily indicative on
You
how
still
close
sounded
the
like a
game
fucking jackass. You still.
just a little bit.
That's what we
But
get for talking as much as we do.
exactly.
It's gonna
But
happen.
at the end of the day, I still think that it's still going to end up very much like the game against the Panthers for the Kansas City Chiefs, and we're going to make Jameis
Oh
a lot of
no.
money,
Oh man.
a lot of money.
Hey, good for him.
League
Prayers
is better
answered.
when Jameis is a
It
starter.
is.
Exactly.
It really is. I've enjoyed the last few weeks.
If we get
He's been a
Jameis
gold mine.
a good little contract, I'll be happy. As a
With the
starter, I'll
Raiders?
be real happy.
Ooh.
Ooh,
We're playing
Jameis
4D
to the
chess right
Raiders?
now.
Eating W's
I think
at the
Jameis
blackjack table.
is quite past the point of getting like a nice contract. He may get like a 2-year deal, like a 1-year deal.
Dude, 2-year deal with the Raiders, the religious Jameis Winston in the city of sin, leading the team.
You can't write a better script than that.
You can't. You really can't.
They're not paying a quarterback right now. Give the man 30 mil.
Fuck
2 years,
it.
30
Whoa,
mil.
whoa. We have about 110 to fuck around with
This is
in
what
this
like
offseason.
Baker
So.
Mayfield
why
got.
not?
Baker Mayfield got 36. You're telling me you're going to penny
You
pinch
guys won't
on
even
a
spend a third
transition
of that.
quarterback?
No,
You guys
I'd give him 25.
It's an
That's
extra
not even
5
backup
mil.
quarterback numbers.
That's fair. All right. Yeah, 30, 36. Fuck it. Why not?
This is what
J-Mo.
the quarterback market is so inflated
J-Mo.
right now. 25's not even backup.
That's
quarterback
fair.
numbers.
It is super. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and then honestly, probably trade away the
fucking
second
hate
round
NFL.
pick for whoever the fuck.
Pat's contract isn't even in the top 8 anymore. In the top 8
Yeah.
are fucking jokes.
And then in the
Jalen Hurts, we're
first
talking to
round,
you.
and in the first round, I really want us to take
Trevor Lawrence
Travis
and Dak
Hunter.
Prescott. How about that?
Talking to them too.
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence got paid an exorbitant amount of money for
Joe Burrow,
not a
let's
lot.
add you in there.
Fuck it.
Joe just can't win the games this season. It's not.
I know it's a bummer.
It's not his fault.
It's a bummer. I know it's his fault, but
all right,
like, damn.
Who are we watching here? Who are the guys that we're paying very close attention to as we get here into the final 4 weeks of the season with 3 games in 10, 11 days going on here?
I'm gonna go ahead and call it right now. Xavier Worthy, big X factor.
How many
this
times are you
week
going to
for
watch
us.
this guy?
Every week, man, he's looking good. He's finding in the pockets in the defense and helping Pat out a lot in the passing game. So I love seeing that. He's not getting the big explosive plays that we're trying to expect from him, but he's still doing good things for the offense. He's got like 4 or 5 catches and 50 yards in the past few weeks each game. So he's coming along. It's not where we want him to be at yet.
The effort is apparent, and the improvement is visible. We can see him getting better weekly. Faux show.
Myles Garrett. Enough said.
Shocker.
Grim Reaper.
So
So all you
gonna
pick
give-
is defensive ends when whoever our opponent is.
Whoever's
That's all
rushing
you
the
have.
passer,
Like,
gotta watch him.
go watch out. Like,
Whoever
let's
rushing
get
Pat, gotta find.
The fuck
Be a
am I
little
going to say?
creative
Watch
here, guys.
watch this. I'm watching somebody randomly pick a
Greg
DB and hope
Newsome?
that's the one that Patrick Mahomes throws his pick to during the game.
Greg
Should I
Newsome,
do
one of
that
the best
instead?
DBs in the league.
Juan Thornhill, revenge game.
Juan Thornhill. Like, let's get
Boom.
creative.
Look at that. Cool.
Come on, Tommy. Golly.
No, creativity
not.
is hard.
Open those eyes. Fucking. I'm gonna give this question a slight perspective switch, and I'm gonna tell you a guy that the Chiefs defense is going to be watching all game, and it's fucking Jerry Jeudy. You mentioned his name earlier. You cannot look.
He's been going
at his
off
performance.
lately, too,
you
bro.
cannot look at his
Jameis
performance
loves him.
in the past 5 weeks with Jameis Winston as his quarterback.
He loves
and
him.
Not fucking key on him. If we let him run rampant on our defense, it'll be literally like we did not prepare for this game at all. We just like, hey,
Trent
we're
McDuffie's
playing the
gotta travel.
Browns. Go out there and try it. Like
Yep.
Jerry Jeudy has been the focal point of that offense, and if he burns us, I'm losing faith in the defensive backfield coaching.
Well, you guys are in
Jags
trouble.
were
If
looking at
he beats you guys bad this week, like you probably lose because if Nick Chubb gets rolling too, and they can just fucking that offense can
Nick
do what
Chubb
it
hasn't
wants
been
with you.
rolling since before the knee injury.
Yeah, whatever, bro. Don't worry about. Don't worry about it. All right, let me finish. You know what? You ruined my train of thought, anyways. Go fuck yourself.
And
Watch
also,
out for
what you
that
said is
offense.
not
Just watch
true.
out for that offense. Watch
He
out for that
hasn't he
offense.
hasn't gotten rolling very well this season, but right before
He
that knee injury,
can.
he was
He
Oh yeah, he
can.
was.
going off.
I'd like to
Don't
see
be the
Nick Chubb.
team that lets him get it
It's not
rolling,
going to be against
motherfucker.
us, but
Don't let it be.
so
Don't
you
let it
got
be.
okay. So Tommy's watching multiple Browns players, not just Miles Garrett. He's watching Nick Chubb too. I am gonna pick a guy who played pretty well at the beginning of the season, and now he's kind of had a dip in form. Last week, I called him out by name for not having a good week. He's got to really pick it up as we play against the Browns here, especially with Jerry Jeudy being able to take the top off of defenses here. It's Brian Hook, a guy who tried to jump too many routes last week, got burnt quite a bit. The inside release was giving all of our DBs a really bad go. And that's one of Jerry Judy's favorite things to do is get an inside release and turn up the field. Brian Cook cannot get too overzealous and start jumping routes, especially with the arm that Jameis has and his ability to be able to get away from pressure. Um, you got to give Jameis a very difficult look down the field, and we're going to need help over the top all game.
Okay, yeah, nice.
Solid pick. Solid pick.
Indubitably.
Good analysis, Ty Bob.
Are you there?
Oh, so I give good analysis, and then you guys just don't jump in. See, this is why I give you
Did you
bad
hear the
analysis
voice?
most of the
Did you
time.
hear the voice that I said that in?
give you bad analysis, so you admit your analysis all just kind of sucks.
It's on purpose.
Gotcha. Sure.
On
Sure.
purpose?
Sure.
All right.
All right. Well, the Chiefs are heading
All
into
right.
Cleveland, taking on the Browns, who are 4-point dogs at home. Let's see
The
here.
dogs are dogs and dog pound.
Tybo and Tommy walked away winners last week's pick'em with a record of 9-4. I took sole possession of second place at 7-6, and Sean in last with 6-7. I believe Tommy has been doing the worst out of Tybo the last couple of weeks. Yes. So Tybo, where are you picking?
Second has been doing really well.
Ooh.
Tommy.
Third.
Give me first, baby.
Give him first.
Don't even tell me the spread. Chiefs by 1,000,000.
It's 4. He already said
I
that.
don't care.
It's also in our
7
messages.
times.
You fuck.
Chiefs by 1,000,000 still.
Yeah, taking the Chiefs.
I won last week. Now you hear. Now you hear. I won last week.
Don't be afraid. Don't be a coward.
Yeah, no, don't be
You do.
afraid now. You hear? Give me the Browns +4. Give me
There
them
you
now.
go.
Here, you see now. I said I hear. Now you say.
I said I hit.
I hear.
Now
Yeah, no,
what?
I say. Ty Bob's gonna
has no
join me.
idea what
Ty
we're
Bob's gonna
fucking
fucking
referencing.
join me.
He's
It's
just
coming.
does not
Here it
know.
is. He made me itch my head. He made my head itchy. Fucking, he's gonna do it. Do it. It's about winning.
Dude,
It's
if
not
you
about
pick
your
the Browns,
team winning.
I'm coming through this screen and smacking the shit out of
It's
you.
about winning and not paying your fines. All right. It's not about making sure you feel good about your team.
I
do it
don't
with
feel
the-
good about this. I
do
don't
it with
feel
the
good about
Raiders.
this. I don't feel good about this game just because it's
Smack
overall
him.
going to be close. But I am going to take the Chiefs because
Woo.
while the Browns play teams close, they cannot finish in the last couple of
Don't.
minutes.
I can't wait.
No, they don't.
I can't wait to
The fucking
see.
statistics say that they don't.
I can't wait to see your kicker win 3-0 and then watch the Browns cover. You fucking
Well,
lame
Harrison
ass.
Butker is coming off of IR, so we may just line him up. His window has been activated. He won't be this week. Will probably be next week, but Harrison Butker will be back soon, just nailing 90-yard field goals with that healthy meniscus.
Psych.
Put like an orangutan's meniscus in there, something like that. Just like, supercharged it.
Real
Like, how do
elastic,
you
huh?
like put like a lion's hamstring part in like your meniscus and just fucking
They just took
whammy.
the Stretch Armstrong from back in the day and put that thing in there.
Put that shit in there. A 90-yard field goal. Can you imagine? We might get there one day, dude, with the way these guys are.
I can do it. It's easy.
Well, that's got to be a mute fine. Is he muted?
I'm not muted. It might be my fucking internet.
Oh, so it's a fine. It's a fine for McDonald's internet. Okay.
All
Um,
right. Listen,
Only working with what Spectrum gives me, but
the tight window is upon us. We've got multiple teams playing multiple games in a very, very short span of time here, right as we get into the Christmas holiday season
for the
for these
NFL show, we
games.
need to look up if any of those other teams that are playing a lot of games in a short amount of time got the fucking late bye. Because we sat with a week 5 or week 6 bye is fucking ridiculous that we're getting this on our schedule.
Wah.
Agreed. Chris Jones has already started complaining with the NFLPA, and they
It's
are
our
going to be
job to
taking
play
that.
football.
Your
Wah.
first round draft pick's going to be a bust, Tommy. Your fucking bad season's going to be all for nothing.
We added more games, and now it's a longer season, and it hurts more. Wah.
Raiders are irrelevant.
Until next time,
Yeah, so are
go
your
Chiefs.
takes.
Go Chiefs!
Go Chiefs, baby! AFC West chance, baby! AFC West chance, motherfucker! Raiders suck!
Tybo eat sticks.